6:50 back here this Thursday with some breaking updates. A 78-year-old man is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries after RPD says he was found with stab wounds inside of a crashed car on Driving Park Avenue this morning.
Just before 1 a.m., officers say that the victim hit several parked cars and was rushed to the hospital. Later, investigators were led to a home on Bidwell Terrace where they arrested a 55-year-old suspect. Police confirm that the two men do know each other, but though their names have not yet been released, we will, of course, update you when we learn more on air and online at rochesterfirst.com.
The prosecutors in the Monroe County DA's office are working to extradite and then arraign a repeat offender who's wanted for a murder over the summer here in Rochester. Investigators tell us that 22-year-old Jaheim Bennett was on parole at the time of the deadly stabbing, and he's linked to multiple other crimes in New York and another murder down south. There's right down there. Yeah, a lot in his history. Ron Spitzer joins us live from RPD with what we know so far about this arrest.
Guys, just to take you through this, 22-year-old Jaheim Bennett is the primary suspect in multiple police investigations across state lines, including a deadly stabbing here in Rochester just a few months ago and a North Carolina murder in September. Now, Bennett was previously sentenced to serve 5 years downstate after being convicted of committing a robbery in 2022. He was paroled in March, and barely a week after Bennett's release, docs issued a warrant for his arrest in connection to a shooting in New York City. At the time, Bennett's whereabouts were unknown. Now, in June, 65-year-old Israel Vega of Rochester was found dead inside an apartment on CoStar Street. RPD says Vega was the owner of the home and allowed Bennett to temporarily stay in another apartment. Police say Vega went into the upstairs apartment where an altercation ensued, resulting in Bennett stabbing him dozens of times. Investigators say Bennett fled immediately after. Then, in August, the Yonkers City Police Department issued another warrant for Bennett in connection to a robbery. And in September, 27-year-old Destiny Kamara Tucker was shot and killed in North Carolina. A week later, police arrested Bennett and charged him with murdering Tucker. RPD then connected Bennett to the CoStar Street investigation and is currently working on filing formal charges against him. Now, at this time, RPD says it's unclear when Bennett will be here for that arraignment, given that North Carolina case and scheduling. But of course, we will keep you updated. For now, reporting in Rochester, Ron Spitzer, News 8.
Ron, thank you. To the Finger Lakes authorities say it was one of their own who traded guns, ammo, even shoes for Adderall and painkillers that he would sell on and off duty.
Going before a grand jury, former Geneva police officer Michael Tapscott was charged with possession and sale of drugs and official misconduct after a 5-month-long drug investigation. The special prosecutor in this case says Tapscott, a 12-year veteran of the police force, could face up to 15 years in prison. Other members of the department have also resigned or been placed on administrative leave, including Sergeant David Felice. He's a 19-year veteran with GPD. He's charged with tampering with evidence, criminal possession of drugs, and official misconduct. The Ontario County Sheriff described Tapscott's actions as a web of criminal activity dating back to 2022. Another man, William McGowan, is facing charges for tampering with physical evidence.
Updates here, your Sunrise Traffic Report. About 5 minutes to go until the top of the hour at 7. The issue in Greece Hilton over on the State Parkway and Long Pond Road that just cleared within the past couple of minutes. East side 104 back and forth across the Bay Bridge from Webster, all good. And that's the bridge 490 passing downtown from our Greater Rock Sky Eye.
You know, we're not just some political pawns. These are people's livelihoods that are, that are affected.
Frustrations keep growing all over the U.S. as the federal government shutdown reaches day 23. Hundreds of thousands of federal employees are about to miss their first full paychecks. Now today, the U.S. Senate is poised to take up a measure again to pay some federal workers after lawmakers failed to pass a different measure to reopen the government for a 12th time this week. Democrats keep pushing for their own piece of legislation that would allow all federal staff to get paid.
The Democrats keep voting to keep it shut down. They need to end this game.
Republicans need to come to the table and negotiate a bipartisan spending agreement that meets the needs of the American people.
Outside of the Capitol, more concerns throughout the country. The Small Business Administration is freezing new loans. Lines at food banks are also growing, and states warn vital federal food assistance such as SNAP benefits could be cut off in just a few days. Before we talk a little bit about the rain to go, how about Pulteneyville and the lake and the earthquake last night?
Yeah, 2.2, real small, but it was shallow, so it was pretty close to the surface, and we did see tons of reports of people that did either feel it or even hear it as well, which can happen sometimes when you've got some real cold air in place. So pretty amazing to see that. We'll talk about more on the pod.
Yep, that'll be coming your way at 9 o'clock. Second cup of sunrise.
Have a great day, everyone.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand. Plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.